You are looking at Georgia Tech going to Oregon. Oregon is going to run a multiple. They're going to run even fronts. They're going to run odd fronts. Um, when things don't work, they'll mix it up. And luckily for us, um, we're not going to take any negative plays. So we'll just kind of take whatever they give us and go with that. We're going to come out in an over right away and poke at that left side. They get a 4 nub with spacing, so we'll take that inside veer. And right there, I missed the run key. I stepped across, I kept, and then I paid for it. So we come up over left, take a look right, get a 4 nub with good spacing. We're going to take an inside veer here. And again, I missed the key. He comes across. I keep, but luckily I pitched quick enough. We set the midline, we set the audibles real easy. Red, midline, red, triple, red, toss, red, triple option pass. Okay, they've got that 52 look. That's not going to move much, so we're going to go right to our midline. We can only run midline, or audible midline out of red. So we'll audible run here. And that defensive tackle wasn't sure what he wanted to do. He came down, then tried to grab the quarterback with just one arm. Okay, come up in an over right. They got a 4 nub to the left with spacing. We'll take the inside veer. Looks good. What you'll notice about this D is that the D line is one of the quickest lines. They get off the blocks real quick. Check to a midline, out of red. That's a dive. So stuff that may have worked more easily against other defenses won't work as easily against Oregon. We check to an over left. We get a count on the right. We've got a 4 nub with spacing. We'll check the veer. And again, I missed the dive key. But luckily, I was able to get rid of the ball. We're going to go over right. Get a count on the left. That's at 52 look. They're not going to move for us, so we'll just balance and run a midline. And that's a dive. Now, if they stayed in at 52, we wouldn't have to move our over. But in this game we have to, because that's the only way we can audible to it. Alright. And that's the triple. Inside veer. We're up 7-0. We get the ball back again. We make some mistakes in this game, but we get lucky in this game too. Some things kind of fall our way. Alright, they're in that 52 look. We'll check the triple. I'm sorry, we'll check the midline. It's easy. Run read. And we got a pop-up ad here. Turn that down. Alright. We didn't like that look because that run key wasn't on an island. So we'll balance that out. Now we've got a triple to the left, but that guy's in a 3 technique, so I think I checked to a midline to the left. Again, if we can, it'd be nice to run the inside veer back to the 1, if possible. That's an easy read. We'll come up in an over right, get a count to the left. We've got a 4 to the left, but our run key is not on an island. Backer comes up. We can check to a toss. Or we can check back to midline. And we're running at that 3 again. That defensive tackle squatted, so that was an easy run read. We're in an over right. Again, we're taking a look at our inside veer. And again, I screwed that up. That the run key squatted, and I didn't give. All right, we're coming up and over left. They're giving us a 4 to the nub, but it's not in a good relationship, so we're going to balance that out. Take a look at what we have here. I like something to the left. We can run inside veer left. Good. All right, we're up 14-0. Get the ball back again. We're going over right. We got a 4 to the left with good spacing. We'll try our inside veer, and I finally make the right read off of the run. That should be the quarter. We're going to come up in an over left, get a count to the right. They've got, it looks like a 4 or 5, but the spacing isn't good. Now they had 4 guys with their hands in the dirt, so I decided to run the overs back the other way. We got a 4 nub with good spacing, so we ran the inside veer. So if I saw like a 52, I wouldn't do that, but the even defenses, you tend to get away with a little more with flipping the overs, so that's why I tried to do that. We're going to come up and over left. We have a 4 nub with good spacing, so I take the inside veer to the right. And I fumble. Now, if you take a look back at that, I think one of the guys may have been shading, so it almost looked like a 5. But I didn't have the numbers. Okay, so we let Oregon back in. So now it's 14-7. They scored there. And they come up with an eagle. So I balance that eagle out. Now what I probably should have done is run against that eagle, flip it over instead of balancing it, because they will take that corner over with our dead X. But I didn't do that. Now they wouldn't do that with the 52, so I just ran a balance, and then I'm going to go check to a midline. Again, we would like to have a load option in our toolbox. We're going to come up in and over left, take a look right. They leave us. .52, didn't like it, balanced it out. I'm going to check to midline. Could check to a toss left or midline right. I went to midline right. Again, we run that toss when we see these linebackers starting to creep. Then they can't flow out to the toss. Coming up in an over right, get a count to the left. They give us a 4 nub with good spacing. We're running the inside veer. Again, the multiple D is kind of the culmination of the other stuff we looked at, because we have the 34s, we have the 44s, we have the 43s, and everything else. All right. I think we tried to run overs. Don't like that look. I think we'll come and balance it and check to a midline again. Like we said on every one of these videos so far, if there's a problem with the defense that you're looking at, you don't understand it, balance out your offense. And then if it's a question of not knowing what to run, check the midline. In the season 2, we can also check to that double ISO and then check to the follow, because those are nice because they won't require any reads at all. Just big on big. All right, we see the 52, we balanced it. We're going to check to a midline. Easy read. And we're going to come up in wishbone. Again, I like going wishbone wide just to see if they'll open up some lanes for us. And they do. So we'll see if we can make something happen here. And we do. $21-14. We're up. We got a minute 11. A minute 11 left. Over right, we get a count. A 4 nub on the left with Spacing is not good. We balance it. We can run triple left. And we do. Wasn't a great pickup, but at least I read my run key correctly. We're going to come up and over left. We don't have good spacing on the right, so we're going to go over. Now the reason that we went over instead of balancing is I saw 4 guys with their hands in the dirt, so I knew it was an even defense, and knew that we could get some movement by running overs instead of balance. Okay, we're going to come up and over left, get a count to the right. I don't like that. We got that 52 look, so I'll just balance it and run midline. Oh, but I checked out of that to a triple option pass. I got dumped.
When the film study starts to come around, you're going to kind of sink in your chair and just
okay,
call you out.
over left, get a count to the right.
They find themselves in a hole here after that
Not
sack.
crazy about the spacing.
Georgia Tech up 7 points.
But on that one,
Got the corner. He gets out to about the
that had kind of an eagle look, so on an eagle look there would be no give. Either it would be a quarterback keep and run, or a quarterback keep and pitch. Over right, we got a 4-nub on the left with spacing. And right now I'm just trying to run out. I just want to get one more play in before the half. Made a good read there.
pitches in and he's got a lane.
What did I say before? The read is the science and the pitch is the art.
It's halftime here and we really saw
So you have
some
to know
offensive
the read
fireworks
and
in
you have
that
to
first
feel the
half. Georgia
pitch.
Tech's lead is a touchdown.
Okay, we kick off at half. They scored. It's 21 all.
Now's when you start to approach each drive thinking that
We're
if
coming
you
up
take
and
the
over
lead,
left.
then
They're in a
the momentum you
52,
gain
so we're looking
feels
at
that much
midline.
more powerful.
Load if it was in our toolbox. Go with midline here.
They'll bring him down at
Come
the
up and an
37.
over right. Get a count to the left. They give us a 4 with space, so we can take our inside veer left.
He laterals. Tackled after a decent pickup.
We're going to come up and over left. Get a count to the right. Don't like the spacing. It wasn't a 52. I decided to flip instead of balance and take the midline. We had a 4 nub with good enough spacing
And they finally
to
bring
try
him
it.
down at the 19-yard line.
Over left, get a count to the right. They're giving us, see, I screw up here. It's a 5, but I like the spacing, so I took it.
Pitches it. He's got the corner. Gets to
Picked
about
up
the
2 yards.
17-yard line.
If I had a 4 in that spacing, I would have picked up, 6, 7 yards. So I think I could have checked into something better than what I checked into. All right, we're over right. We got a 4 nub. We got a 3 nub to the left with spacing. So we're running inside veer.
The pitch, and he's got some room.
And that's good for us.
He leaps, and he's in. Touchdown. So their last drive resulted.
All right, we're coming up and over left. We're getting a count to the right. We have a 4. So I decided to run over. Got that eagle look, so I'm going to be keeping or pitching. I'm not going to dive.
Back, and he's got space. He's to the 40. He's tackled around the 48-yard line.
Come up and over left. Get a count to the right. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll try it.
On the pitch, look out, loose ball. It's picked up by the offense. He's taken down around the 46-yard line.
If I look back at that one, I bet I could check into something better than I did.
From their own 46-yard
We're looking
line.
at an over right.
Second down.
We have a 4 to the left. We would have taken a inside veer back that way. But with that eagle look, there would have been no dive. It would have been a keep or a pitch. All right. Over right, count left. They're giving us a 5. So I decided to balance it out. Could have ran over too. That's probably what I should have done. I checked to a midline.
He makes it out to maybe the 49-yard line.
3rd and 10. We're going over right. Looking left. They're giving us a 6. I'm going to take a look back at an inside veer right.
He fights forward to around midfield.
Well, that's a big-time stop by the defense. You know, Brad, one of the things that all defensive
And I mentioned earlier that in this game we got lucky at least 2 times. This is one of the times we get lucky.
And I think it could have a lot to do with the outcome of this football game.
We're running a triple option pass to the left. I'm looking at that left safety. See what he does. Is he going with the X? Is he going to sit on the Y? So if I see him step back, I'm going to look at that Y, which I do. But they all close in pretty fast. So I was lucky to get that thing down.
That makes it 1st and 10.
All right, over left, get a count to the right. They're giving us 1, 2, looks like 2, 4, 5. 4 hands in the dirt. I ran an over. We've got a 4 nub to the left with good spacing.
He makes it out to maybe the 30.
Not a great pickup, but it was a good read because I did read my run key correctly. Just that backside linebacker ran through. Okay, we ran an over. They're leaving 5 on the nub, so we can check to an inside veer to the right.
He's at the 20.
And read the run key correctly.
16.
All right, we are looking at an over left. We're going to check count to the right. Take a 3. I flipped. I don't like what I'm looking at. I would balance this. Now they have to balance. Let me take a look at got an inside veer coming back to the left. Made a good read on the run key. Over left, get a count to the right.
Less than 3 minutes in the game.
Kind of got that 52 look, so I just balanced it right away. I would look midline and load. Check midline.
And he's tackled after positive yardage.
And from here, we're going to go over
They put
left.
everyone up on the line.
Missed the read on the run key. He came up, I kept. We're over left. I'm sorry, over right. We're looking left.
And he's tackled at the 4.
That one, I've misread the run key again.
Goal line defense digging in here.
I don't know why I'm having so many problems with that. Okay, we're looking at inside veer left.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Touchdown. Okay. It's 35. Oh, it was 35-28. They went down, ran out the clock and scored 35-35. We went into overtime. They scored 42-35. I'm checking to midline.
And they get nice yardage on that run.
Come up and over right. I'm going to get a count to the left. They give us a 3 with good spacing. We'll take inside veer.
He fights forward
Get a
to
little
the 20.
tripped up by the penetration. Wasn't able to get the pitch off. We'll come up and over left. Get a count to the right. Saw that 52 look. Knew we were going to have to balance because that's the only way we can check our midline right now. Check the midline here. That's the run key. First down. In a game like this, the first thing we're not going to do is panic. We're not going to try anything that we don't know. We're just going to keep sticking to the script, just like we always do. All right, midline.
Tackle made at the 13-yard line.
Over left. Get a count to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4 with poor spacing. 52 look. We're going to balance. Check the midline.
Nice run up the middle.
All right. Third down. We can come up and over right. Get a count to the left. They give us a 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of like the inside veer spacing here, so we'll check to it.
Up the middle for a nice gain.
Made a good read on the run key. Now we're going to switch up to our wide double
This
ISO.
could be it, fellas. It's fourth
See
down.
what they give us here. If they give us gaps, yes they do.
And down he goes around the 1-yard line.
Call it a gain of 2 yards.
Double ISO again.
First and goal.
Defense and their short yardage package.
Just wanted to see if they would move. They didn't. So.
And they make the stop just outside the goal line.
No gain. That brings up second and goal.
We're going back to
This is the ninth
over
play
right.
of this drive.
Get a look at her left. And that's nice, right? 4 nub with a big hole. Easy. So it's 42-42. We get the ball back again. It's our turn.
And here we are.
Back on the 25.
And we still don't have a winner, so we go to overtime.
Got a 4. Got that eagle look. Oh, that's the second time I got lucky. One was that,
Inside the 10. He gets hit out of bounds around the 2-yard line.
that triple pass, and then the second time was that.
That makes it first and goal.
The run key ran right over the top of me.
First and goal from the 1, looking to punch this one in.
But I'll take it. 4 nub to the left with spacing. That's easy.
Touchdown, Tech.
So now we go up 49-42. They scored 49-49. They went up 52-49.
First down.
So now we score to win, or don't score, we lose. All right, checking to midline here.
He makes it out to maybe the 23-yard line.
I haven't seen that defense very much where they have like that 34 and they make it really wide. Like to try to run a inside veer against that and see what it looks like. All right, they come out in that 52. We check, we balance, we check to midline. Now I come up here and then I check back to toss left. When I do that, then they back out. Kind of a little cat and mouse here. So I come back and then I check the midline. He steps up. Even though that safety comes, I'm still going to keep my midline.
He makes it out to maybe the 20-yard line.
We'll come up and over right. Get a count on the left. They give us a... They give us a 3. Now it's narrow, so I'm going to check to toss. Now he widens it, so then I'm going back to my midline.
And now he pitches it. Gains his way to the 10-yard
And like we said before, we're not trying to force anything or have any preconceived ideas of what we should be running. Just get up there and take a look. I got 4 with the hands in the dirt, so I'm running over. I got a 4 to the nub. I'm going to try running inside veer.
Tackle after a
Good
decent
read.
run up the gut.
Run key.
Gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up
Now we're going to our wide. Wishbone. Double ISO.
It's second down and about 3 yards. Ball on the 3-yard line.
Through these big gaps. Looks good.
And he's taken down at the 1.
Do it again. See if they get us. They gave us good spacing.
He takes it in for the win.
And
What
that's
a
the game.
finish.
What a finish to this football game.
All
Neither
right.
team showed any quit the entire game. And how about the effort to come up with